Hey, what's going on, everybody? Welcome back to another episode of the Dying Scene Record Radar, presented by Punk Rock Radar. We got a lot of stuff to talk about this week. Took the week off last week, so we got some catching up to do. So, let's get into it. Up first, we got Screeching Weasel with the 30th, I was going to say 13th, 30th anniversary reissue of How to Make Enemies and Irritate People. It's been remixed and remastered, I believe, by Mike Kennerty from the All American Rejects, who does all the Weasel producing and all that stuff now. So this is up for pre-order. There's a few copies left on Screeching Weasel's web store. It's on yellow and red colored vinyl. And Striped Music also has some if you're in Europe. Don't be surprised if these sell out. If they do, I would assume Striped will do a second pressing, and then Recess Records will probably also have some US color variants as well. Moving on, another cool release, a new release I'm pretty excited for, the Young Rochelles from New York, Ramones core band. This is their second album. It's out now on Sounds Rad Records. You can stream the whole thing. I'm not sure if the vinyl is shipping yet, but maybe, who knows. But yeah, Young Rochelles, great pop punk Ramones core band. Their second album, Kick to the Curb, and the colored vinyl looks real sweet. If you want to pre-order any of these records, link down below in the description, dyingscene.com. We have all the links to where you can buy the records. All right, and keeping with the theme so far, Ramones core pop punk, we got D-Cracks with a triple 10-inch box set kind of thing. 50 songs, career-spanning compilation album, 20 years of frantic effort. Mostly re-recordings of fan favorite songs by D-Cracks, but there's also a few new songs on here. There's two color variants, both from Pirates Press Records. This one here on the screen, I believe, is limited to 700 copies, and then there's another splatter one that they have 300 copies, or maybe I got that backwards. I don't know. Between the two variants, there's 1,000 copies. This comes out next Friday. And also from Pirates Press Records, while you're grabbing the D-Cracks record, check this out from the Drowns' new double A-side 7-inch songs from their upcoming album Blacked Out. I'm not sure when the album comes out, but this 7-inch is out now. It's got two songs, Just the Way She Goes and 1979 Trans Am. So check that out while you're over on Pirates Press grabbing the D-Cracks record. All right, new release from our friends at Wiretap Records. Odd Robot, power pop band from Southern California, featuring members of the Maxis, who are totally from Greenland. So their new album, Deathmates, out now. They got two color variants. There's Spearmint, which is the green, and then Clear. So if you want to check that out, I got one of the songs, the music videos on the Dying Scene Record Radar. You can check that out, or it's on Spotify. Real cool reissue. There's a lot of anniversary reissues this week. This is the youngest of them. 10th anniversary Wilhelm Scream Party Crasher reissue. For some reason, they felt the need to remaster it. I mean, it's a pretty recent album. I don't know why they bothered with that, but whatever. It's got some bonus tracks. I think there's 3 total, and 2 of them are acoustic songs, which is kind of lame. But the one bonus track that's a true bonus track sounded really good. I don't know if it was ever released before. I'd never heard it. Swallowed the Sea. Great song. Splatter variant looks kind of cool. Looks like a Bloodshot splatter variant. limited to 500 copies. And 20th anniversary reissue, RX Bandits, The Resignation, back in print for the first time in 20 years since its original release. It's a double LP. There's a ton of color variants. 3 of them you can get from Drive-Thru Records, their web store. The band's web store has that one in the top left here, the red and blue with the black splatter. Urban Outfitters has one too, but that's sold out. You can sign up to get alerted if any more become available, which sometimes will happen with those if someone cancels an order. And then Banquet Records has a variant as well if you're in Europe or the UK. Super punk rock release. Always got to keep it punk here on the Record Radar. Fall Out Boy, their debut album, Take This to Your Grave, getting a 20th anniversary reissue as well. Lots of albums turning 20 this year. Best place to get this if you want it, and the only place I've seen a color variant is Amazon. They have an exclusive black ice color variant, which is what you're seeing here. It just looks like gray, but you always got to get fancy with the variant names. So we got black ice, and then also Amazon has plain black, the non-iced version, the ice-free. Fall Out Boy, Take This to Your Grave. Some Jello Biafra stuff this week. We got 2 Jello Biafra releases, both from Alternative Tentacles Records. The first of which is Jello Biafra with DOA. This album from 89, I think, 1989. Last Scream of the Missing Neighbors. Back in print, there's 3 colors. There's yellow and black split, yellow and black. All limited to 500 except the black, which they say is unlimited. I don't know what that means. Whatever. Also from Alternative Tentacles, other Jello Biafra release. Jello Biafra and the Guantanamo School of Medicine. With their 2009 album, The Audacity of Hype, back in print. First time since 2009. 3 color variants on this as well. The split, the solid color, and the black. Both of these are supposed to ship in February. Hopeless Records. This was a Record Store Day release on a different color variant. They are making a new color variant. I don't know what it's called. It's like white, off-whitish, eggshell color. The Wonder Years, Burst in Decay. It's like an acoustic EP. I think it's like 7 songs. You can still get the Record Store Day version if you want that. It's actually cheaper than this on Discogs. Here's one I'm pretty excited about from Thousand Islands Records, 22. Their first record, Dudes of Hazzard, first time ever on vinyl, on pink vinyl. They also have a bundle with their most recent album from last year, Dismissed. You can get this record for $18, or you can get both records for $30. So great deal, great label, great band. This album's awesome. It's been remastered as well. Ska Punk International, they've been putting out a lot of good stuff recently. Here's an EP from a band I've never heard of before. From Long Island, I believe, Mega Infinity. It's like a ska punk duo band. And their new EP, Chaos Magic, out now. Awesome color variants. They're selling fast. If you want to get one, hop on it. Laura Jane Grace from Against Me, new solo album, Hole in My Head. Coming February of 2024. There's a lot of variants. The first single is now streaming. Link to where you can buy all the variants is on Dying Scene. Alright, and a few little bits of housekeeping this week before we wrap up. Frenzel Rom, a few weeks ago we told you about Forever Malcolm Young being released on vinyl for the first time ever. Spam Records is coming back to double dip into your wallet with a surprise additional variant on Creation Splatter colored vinyl. I have no clue what that means. Limited to 100 copies, only available from the label's European web store. Word of caution, if you have not bought from Spam Records before, I do not want to talk shit or anything. They have a tendency to exaggerate the visual appeal of their color variants with the mock-ups. So do not be surprised if the record you get does not look anything like this. I've had it happen before. So if you want to get it though, link in the description. 100 copies, looks pretty sweet, could potentially look nice. And last but not least, always gotta have Fat Records on the record radar. This week, little footnote kind of thing. So they have some copies left over of More Betterness from the No Use for a Name Black Box box set. If you missed out on that for whatever reason, now's your chance to get it. If you already have the box set, there's really not much of a use for buying this unless you want to have an extra copy or something for some reason. It is the same color variant that was in the box set though. Next year, the record turns 25, so don't be surprised if there's a 25th anniversary reissue for More Betterness. But if you need to get this, link in the description, dyingscene.com, along with all the other records we talked about today, where you can buy them, songs from the new releases, things like that. It's all in the description at the link. Thanks as always for watching, guys. I'll see you next time on the next Record Radar.